It's a great day. My name is Che Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the number one business development and revenue focused late night show in the country where we are really on a mission. And our mission is to inspire, our mission is to empower, and our mission is to provide you, the entrepreneur, with all of the resources that are necessary to execute that big vision you have for the people you will call to serve. And on this episode, we have the one and only in the building, Bobbie Battle-Carter. She's in the building, and she'll be talking about, well, first of all, how do you rise and raise above and be positive when you felt like you had shackles around you? What's going on? How are you doing today, Bobbie?
Hello, how you doing, Mr. Brown? How you doing? I am doing great. Thanks for having
Good. It is an honor and a privilege, a treat and a treasure. And for those folks that are showing up and saying, shackles on your feet. I mean, are we back in the 1800s? What's going on here? Take a moment, if you would, and kind of share, when you say shackles on your feet, what was your experience with feeling shackles on your feet, specifically taught to you by your mom?
Well, as a child, I grew up in a small town in Texas. In the South, there, blacks were not allowed to go through the front door. We always had to go through the back door. If we wanted to buy food, we had to go to the back door and wait for them to serve us. If we wanted to go to the movies, we had to sit up in the balcony. We could not be a part of the because we were black. So that being black was kind of a challenge then, because you couldn't be yourself. You could not be yourself. And so I was one that was always asking questions on why. Why not? Why not? Why can't I go through the front door? And my mom would actually beat me because she felt like she had to beat me to save my life, to keep someone else from. So I learned at that time my mouth all through school. I would still be inquiring why, and then I learned about the question that all men are created. Well, then with my mind, I'm saying, if all men are created equal, why can't we go through the front door? Our money is green as your money. Why can't we go through the? So that was my challenge. I would say, no, you need to be quiet. You need to be quiet. And so I can't be quiet. I could not be quiet. I wouldn't be quiet. So I continued to bell and just said, no, I am going to go through the front door, whether now or when I get older, when no one can tell me what to do. Okay, so I continue to go to school. I continue to excel in school. I continue to do things that I wasn't supposed to do. And I said, well, God, and if God said I can do it, so I graduated from high school. I decided that I wanted to be. I went to nursing school. I am now uh, my master's degree in education nursing, and I'm now teaching nursing. And I'm saying, if I had continued that mindset, I I would not be where I am today. And I want you to know that just because they said you do it does not mean you can't do it. You find a way if that's what you want. If that's in your heart, you will find a way to get it. I found that way. Now I am teaching nurses. I'm starting my own business, it's Nurse Entrepreneur Academy. And in that, I'm teaching nurses that they have to have that they cannot do anything else. You can do anything that you want to do because you have the power. No one can stop you. So my book that I'm writing on is Rising Out of Bondage, when the shackles from your mind. And so we ourselves have to release those shackles. No one else can remove them for us. And if you think you can, you can. And one of my favorite quotes is from Maya Angelou is, "You do better when you learn better, and when you learn better, you do better." So I did better because I learned how to survive. I removed the shackles from my feet. I removed the shackles from my mind. And so that's my goal, is to try to teach others that you should remove those shackles, because no one else can but you.
Ah, I love it. So well said. Thank you, by the way. And I'm curious for the person that's leaning forward to saying, wow, she went through a lot. Um, how did she have the right mindset? Were there affirmations she told herself? I mean, you made it seem kind of easy. Like, well, I went to nursing school and then I went back to school and then you dropped it. Oh, I've got a master's degree. And they're like, man, what was her mindset? What did she tell herself on days when she didn't feel like doing certain things? Because, I mean, I'm only speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for all of y'all out there, but some days you just don't feel like doing it. It sounds like a good
Yeah.
idea, but there's some tough days. So my question to you, Bobbie, is what was your mindset like? What were you telling yourself to keep pushing on days when no one was watching you?
Well, yes, I did have some bad days, but as I say, my good days outweighed my bad days. And I said, okay, I the front door belongs to me. And the part of that kept driving me is that I was not allowed to go through the front door. Okay, so no one can tell me what door that I can go through. And so I had, my mindset is, if that door is available and that door is something that I want to go through, then you have to work for it. You have to work for it. You have to push yourself to go through that door. And again, it's your mindset. It's your mindset that says, well, I've worked too hard and I'm just tired and I don't want to do that anymore. Well, you can't. Not if you want to be successful. You have to have that positive mindset to say, that front door, I'm going through that front door. No one can stop me but me. And that's helped me to understand that if you want to go through that door, go through that door. And no one else can stop you from going through that door. Front door belongs to.
I love it. And what do you say to the person that's watching right now and they're leaning forward? They're like, well, Shay, I didn't read her bio, but I think she told me her bio. But can you let her know, Shay, that the audience, us watching, we're dualpreneurs. We work a full-time job and we're a full-time entrepreneur. Because I'm curious how she's able to prioritize so many different things and have this hectic schedule. And so they want you to know that some of them are husbands, some of them are wives, some of them have kids. Some of them, the kids have schedules, so they're busy with their kids' schedules. Others are like caregivers, like myself, and they got to take care of someone. And someone say, "I'm involved in my community, Shay. I got a list of things that I got to get to." Ask her the question, which is, how is she able to take care of herself, or what does she say to the person that is taking care of everyone else, but they feel guilty when they take care of themselves? That's the question. What would you say to that person that's watching now?
Well, I would say to that person, I feel you. I feel you because I am a single mother. I have three children. They're adults now. I have nine grandchildren, and I've taught them that I didn't want them to be like me. I didn't want them to have to worry about going through a front door. So I showed them, and I was kind of like the catalyst to say, that door belongs to you as well. So, as anyone that's watching or listening, just remember that door belongs to you. If you want to go through it, and you have to make up in your mind, that's what you want, because no one else can do it for you. Yes, I have family. I have kids. As a single mom, I had to wear multiple hats. But it's okay because that's what I wanted to do. And if you want to do it, you'll do whatever it is you need to do to get to where you want to go. And I am still moving forward because God says, I put you in this position of power. And I did not give you the power for you to just lay down. I want you to pick up that power and I want you to use it for the good of men. Use it because that's what you're supposed to. You never give up. You never give up. You can't be a person to say, well, if they did this to me, if they did that to me, and they won't let you. So my question is, who won't? It's you that won't let you. It's your mind. So
I
you
love it.
have
I
to decide
love it.
what you want, and you have to make it happen. I'm making it happen 24/7. Am I tired? Yes, I get tired. But do I give up? I will never get up, and I will never retire. They keep asking me, when are you going to retire? I say, when I'm not doing anything to help, when I'm not doing anything myself, when God says over, that's when I will retire.
You know, it's a great segue to a segment we have here called Today is My January 1st. Now, for those folks who tune in every night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can go ahead and say those magical words. You wait to say those words. Today is my January 1st. Happy New Year to you. Doesn't matter what day it is, does it? And for all the new
Nope.
folks who are watching for the very first time, you might be wondering, Shay, what does today is my January 1st mean? Well, let me tell you, it represents our personal mantra here at the Happy Entrepreneur Show. It represents a fresh start. It represents a
Yeah.
do-over. What it means is it means your past, no matter how dark and gloomy that past is or how bright and sunny that past is, the past really no longer equals the future. And so my question for Bobbie on the other side is really two questions. Number one, when you hear those words, today is my January 1st, what do you hear? And what was a setback you had in your life? I mean, everything seems to be perfect right now. Seems like you went to school, you went to college, you had your kids, you raised your kids. You seem to have a perfect life. Was there ever a time where there was a setback and things didn't go right? And how did you get back in the game?
Well, the time that didn't go right is when I had a sister, and I received a call that she had down in her office. She was also a nurse, and they had coded her 5 times. She lived in Texas. I lived in California, and I'm the one that they called. So I had to go to Texas, and they told me that my twin sister, who we were in the womb together, so we knew each other very well. I keep saying that is that I now had to tell them to take her off of the machine. She was on life support. And he said, when they said that she was brain dead, I knew what, as a nurse, I knew brain dead, that she would never be my twin sister alive. So I had to think about her. I had to also think about her son. I had to think about our siblings who just, we were all at loss. But me being a nurse, I'm the one who was chosen to make that call. And so I told him, okay, she would not want to live like this. And I know her. I know her better than anyone. She would not want to live like this. Well, that was devastating to me to have to make that decision. But I knew that was the best thing for her. I would no longer have my twin sister here to talk to or to, just confide in each other. She wasn't going to be here for me. But I just know that she's at peace, and she would not want it to live like that. So now a part of me, I said, it's gone. But then I realized I'm still here, and she's still here in my heart. And she expects me to continue to do what I do best, and that's continue to go through that front door, continue to and continue to support others. And so I just had to keep thinking about her, and I think about her even today. I think about that she would want me to do this, but even though she was 15 minutes older than I was the one who was the strongest. I was the one who was the strongest, and they all looked for to me for to make the decisions, and I'm that person. So yes, I've had bad days, I've had good days, but none of those bad days have kept me below my dream. I would always want to say, okay, I'm doing this. Even today, I'm the matriarch of my family. Anytime something happens, guess who gets a phone call? I do, because they know that I'm strong. I'm stronger. And I am the one who will say, guys, we got this. We got this. Because God said we got this. And He would not bring us to this if we were not going to survive it. So that's why I continue to do what I do. You know,
I
life
love it.
is life is a lifing, as they say. Life be life. So life.
I love it. For those folks that are watching, we come down the home stretch. Number one, what type of clients are you looking to work with these days, if any? And number two, how can folks best connect with you? Where can they meet you online, and how can they best connect with you?
Okay. I am working with nurses or anyone that wants to be an entrepreneur and be in there to do their own thing as a nurse or even in the medical field. There's things out there that you don't have to just kind of limit yourself. So I'm working on that. I have other organizations and things that I'm working with to give to have resources, and so that's what I do. And they can reach me by my email address. It's Nurse Entrepreneur Academy at gmail.com, or my phone number is 951-294-8953. And I am looking for anyone that wants to remove the shackles from their mind, move forward.
Well, let me say thank you so much. Shout out to Renee for putting us together. Thank you so much for being on the Happy Entrepreneur Show. Can't wait to have you again soon.
All right. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
And thank you, the viewers. Thank you for allowing us to be in your home, by the way. We don't take that lightly. You might be listening to us in your AirPods right now. Maybe we're on your phone. Maybe you're watching us on the computer. We appreciate you, because without you, there is no show, by the way. So I never get tired of reminding you every night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that you're someone that's amazing. You're someone that's incredible. I don't say that just to say fluffy stuff, but I want to let you know that you're here for a reason and a purpose. And no matter what's going on in your life, whether you're doing very well and there's another gear, next level you're getting to, or life's hit you with the punch you never saw coming, the one thing I do know for sure is that today is your January 1st. And because of just that one reason alone, I believe your best is still yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. With that being said, my name, it hasn't changed. It's still Che Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And we'll make some good things out. We connect again next time. God bless. We wish you success.
God bless.
So long, Bobbie. Peace. We out of here.